Hello and welcome once again to the factory. Last time we left off, I had built the copper industry, and now I need to build the next layer so we can get the assemblers up and running, and we can sorry for just zoning out. Get the assemblers up and running, start getting the first level of the space elevator running, and as also noted right here, you can see that the main problem right now is that we are not making that much concrete. Whoops. We are making some, and I discovered last time that since even though I have two full lanes, one full lane and one almost full lane of limestone coming in, if I were to upgrade this, I would need tons of reinforced plate, which I don't have. Or I would need to build some other amalgamation around all this. And this is why you should never ever transport limestone. You should always transport concrete, because most of the places where you build it, it's a lot easier to get this done. But since I am doing this as a challenge, I can't do that. So we're just gonna have to live with it. I did consider adding on more limestone, but as I then realized that we're limited more so more so by how much. We need to go at least one more. How much that can be on the belts, unless I rebuild the thing, and I don't really want to do that for concrete right now. I'm just gonna make the beautiful assembly layer so that we can get, just checking the height, so we can get reinforced, so we can upgrade the belts. Well, it will be the thing that, because limestone is 1/3 and I don't have the upgraded storage containers now, we will have a problem with actually constructing it and building inside, and this might be where I will need to make some adjustments so I can get more concrete builders at some point. But on the other hand, don't need that much concrete. Yeah, we're gonna need it for now. Yes, we're gonna need it for all this building that we're doing right now. But once that is done, we don't really need that much more of it. Alright. So, this is essentially where we are going to be able to build the first assembler if we want to bring the output out. And since assemblers are a bit different, I will just gonna make sure that I have plenty of space. Right. Because you're going to take out this amount of space at least. Yeah. The first thing we want to make, it's also going to be the most complicated one. We want to make reinforced iron plates, because we're gonna need a lot of those, because we use them for belts, we use them for other things, and we use them to make assemblers. They're going to need screws, but transporting screws around is not a good idea. So we are going to transport around iron rods in order to make these. How easy is it to make a rotor actually? A rotor has the same issue. Great. So we can't just build an assembler and call it a day. What we will do, I'm just going to try to align this so it'll be easy to work with. I think here is we're going to have this one get two inputs. Wrong. Yes, like this. and we're going to build the screws on site and get iron plates in. So usually what I do for these things here, and I'm going to use this because I'll probably do the same thing when I blueprint it. About this much. Is getting the resources in like this. And if I go curve, yeah, you can go through this. Usually I would then just, if it's 2 resources I have on hand, I would move them in like this. But since we are building the screws on site, I'm going to have to build a constructor at the end of this. Make a little more space. How much? Wait. 60 screws per minute, which is 1 belt. But how much does 1 constructor make? Just need to check that. 40. So I need 2 constructors. Yeah, that's my first thing. Just need to check that out. Can you please snap onto the grid? Hello? There we go. There are generally 2 ways we can do it. We can build vertically, or we can build horizontally. Because what we're going to need here is to make a merger. And we're going to have to merge either from above or from the side. Since we have enough space, I'm actually just gonna say fuck it and make one from the side here. Let's go straight. Both of these will be making screws. And now, if I feed this with iron rods, they will produce the screws for the assembler in front of me. This also, since I know there are recipes which improves the screw production, and you can change this up at a later state. Right now we're just gonna do it like this. And generally I want to have it so that the power for all of these are controlled by just one entrance to the construction area here. Because then you can, when you blueprint or want to disable them, especially now, right now we're running off boot-like power, you don't have to go in and disable multiple things, you can just disable one thing at a time. Which is why I combine them across. Oh yeah. There and there. Then. Oh yeah, and whoop. We'll need another merger here, like so. And this will now make reinforced iron plates at a decent pace. Oh, I should have thought about this, so I could align it from this back one here. Now I can't really do that. Alright. Just gonna do so. Page up. So we're bringing in the iron rods to turn into screws here, and we will have to bring in the iron plates. What did I just... no. Yeah, well... I'm actually just going to change this so that we are going to have the... four, please. Oh, I can't even place one of these. Well, time to go down and get the concrete again. Whee! I mean, the construction has sped up slightly. So that's really all you can say about it. I guess once I have this, we can change it to the upgraded belt and get twice the amount of concrete actually. It's pretty insane. I'm just gonna place this one here, and then I will like for here. Right, I just need to make sure that these are aligned. Page up, page up. And you may be wondering why don't I just take this all the way up to this one here. But in my experience, enforcing it to be this lower here helps you a lot, especially because I also want to have the outputs going out here. Again, I have a merger that fits this one here. Yes. And then for this one here, for the iron rods. Once we've got all this set up, building the motors as the secondary part will be a lot easier. But we do need to get this up and running first. Or need is a strong word. Just gonna erase these two here, because this now is fine and dandy. Alright, now we just need to have the iron rods and iron plates brought up from our floors below. Which means we are about to play around with these over here. Oh, no, not that hard. These are the iron rods. We want the iron plates first. So, I'm just gonna like this. And probably build it from the top down rather than from the bottom up. This is why building up always is a great thing, and why that I'm stacking the containers the way that I am. It's because as we move up, we will not collide with the next one because they are placed next in line, or what do you call it? Not next in line, but they are placed not above existing infrastructure. So even if you need something down the line from over here, you will be able to get that without any worries of it colliding with anything. But we do need then to move this one out. And yes, this is a lot of infrastructure for very little gain right now. It does become a lot stronger later on, and it does become infinitely better once you get jetpacks and so on to use. So we need, I think, here. It's always a little bit of a thing when learning to align these. As you can see, no. And it goes down a little, and I don't care about that right now. You could spend the time to get that really pretty. I don't want to do that. Let's see, how far can it take you? Yeah, too long, so let's just put it here. And here. I want you to attach to this one. There we go. Now we have our iron plates moving up. Now I just need to do the same thing with the iron rods and put them on a level above. But the iron rods are made here. I can actually do all of it from here. That's really nice. So I know this should be like this now. So hopefully if I do like this and get my measurements correct. Yeah, that's nice. Can you reach this? Look at that beauty. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Once it arrives, we are going to have reinforced iron plates being ultimately produced at this level. Now we just need to put it in a chest, which means we're also going to go out and get not these, but some of these. Those are the things that I thought I'd be running out of because of building all the belts. But iron is easier to come by and it stacks a lot nicer from the raw resources. So bringing it in isn't that big of a loss of density on the belts. A few are going in there. Once we get an adequate supply of everything, we are. We are of course going to close up a lot of these holes here. And you might be wondering, why don't I just place these all in the middle rather than so close? It's just to save space. It is already going to take a ton of space building all this. Saving just a little bit everywhere saves a lot of resources. And makes this a lot nicer in general. The same as before. We just get this over, and I think like this would be a good place for the first locker. And then it can reach over here. Oh, that's pretty amazing. Because then getting these these two work usually is. Bit of a hassle sometimes. Alright. Screws. Why screws not? Oh, it's being produced now. And it needs 60, which is all that can be in one belt. But we are overproducing it, but it doesn't matter because it will be blocked by only having one belt to go in at this speed, and we only need 30, so this is fine. This is more than enough for what we need. Now we have reinforced goddamn plates. And I wonder, alright, just before I celebrate that, I'm just gonna go down and get the increased inventory size from the protein packs from the man that I wanted to go before. What was this one, right? Oh, I still need. What a waste of time. Ah, well. I'm just going to remove it from my to-do list. I thought you could do that without having this unlocked. I can't. Spitters and hatches. Yeah, that'll be a while. Heh. I have 9. It's not a lot. But we are producing them now. Next, I can set up the production of rotors. We can set up the space elevator, and we can get the first step of the space elevator with the smart plating producing. How about modular frames? Yeah, okay. I can build them the same level as I built smart plating. Won't do that right now for all the same reasons. I probably actually need to do that. Because you'll need them for oil. Not oil, coal power. Let's check our inventory. I have 83. Alright. I am going to upgrade the concrete for my peace of mind as much as I can, which is after this merger here is where it's important. 7. Let's just get whatever concrete has been piled up. Next step will be getting it up, probably getting power, and then dimensional storage if I get my way. I'm not sure I do. I can't remember everything you need to get it up and running, but that is a game changer, and I will be going for that as soon as possible. Alright. Let's set up this one so we don't have the next production, the rotors. We don't have to go up and down, but now at least I should have some of these plates. How's the power doing? That's going well, actually. Well, that's very hopeful. And if I had blueprints, I'd be able to copy all of this. It needs 8. God damn it. Please give me one of these. Let me just check. Because we're essentially going to do the same if I remember correctly with the rotors, right? 100 per minute. God damn. That's a lot. That's really a lot. See, now I'm going over the worth of going out and finding the alternative recipe for screws. Don't know what I'll need for it, but I know there are some hard drives over here somewhere. If you could just get that, I would have to only to build 2. You know what? It's stacking up. We can go for a little adventure. I will have to do it. I'll rework for it, but it's so tempting. I should probably jump pads. Yeah, no. It's not worth putting anything into that right now. So, hard drives. I don't have the equipment scanner. I just need to go and get that one. Right? Object scanner, sorry. I believe there are some hard drives to the south of here. I'm just gonna go have a look. You know what? Screw the object scanner right now. Let's just harvest them away. The iron ingots to screws recipe is perhaps one of the best ones you can find in the other game. And if I don't find it like on the first go out here, I will build the other one. But that means I'll have to build 3 constructors to feed into a single assembler for rotors. Because they because they only make 40, and 40 is not 100. Even times 2. Sorry, it's just 80, and 80 is not enough if you want to have it so you can readily expand it. I could, of course, not care about that ratio right now. Probably shouldn't, but I wanted to make it so that I can easily expand it and have the idea of how everything is going to be built in my factory going forward. So I am going to take that risk. That should be enough leaves for now. Where are you? There's a slug. Might as well go grab that one. Along with some hawks to kill. Which are just the normal ones, right? There we go. That went surprisingly easy. I have definitely been fighting the endgame creatures so much. I just had to take a sip of water. Because that was way too easy. Would you look? More limestone. I feel like I can hear there's something nearby that I need to have a look at. Meh. Probably just the fact that I'm on the edge of this territory. Blue power slug. We can't use this yet. Does it even give us anything to try to do that? No. Oh well. Could have been fun if it did. Oh, cool. These resource nodes in the beginning is they're kind of silly because you can't really use them for anything. I mean, yeah, it's pretty nice in the beginning when you need to get your first like 100 iron. Oh, but you can do this. Not enough space. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. That fast? I'll just see if I can find one of the goddamn hard drives before I go back. But you can't really use this for anything. Because you are going to need the production to just hand mining these few things. Unless it's for specifically for personal equipment. It's sort of worthless, in my opinion. Oh, there's something. And this is why we really wanted the ladder. I hope there's not too many creatures up here. Yep.
This is a shrine to windows and weaving.
The astrobiologist Dr. D.M. Mercer was the first to recognize the presence and probable nature of these alien artifacts. These chain-melted state spheres are named in his honor. Each sphere emits a unique signal. Research it in the MAM to establish locally appropriate classification and application.
Yep. Got our first Mercer sphere. Got a lot more of those. Oh, yeah, now that we got this metal, great. Of course we did. Oh, no. It's a beautiful factory. Already. Come on. I knew there's someone out here somewhere. Come here, you goddamn. Ah, come on, do I really need to? Ladders. The best tool for exploration. Probably will mean that I'll leave a ton of dismantled crates around. Have I just really forgot all about where the goddamn hard drives are? I think I have them. I could have sworn there was some out here. I'm almost back. I'm just gonna go back with all of the resources I found. Fuck it. I and just make the goddamn... Make the screws using the iron rods. But that will mean that I have to, I don't have to, but it will be best if I bring in the double layer constructor add-on. Which is really ugly, but it does work. Again, let's put all the leaves here. I put all the here. And yeah, for the coal, we can't really use it for anything anyway. And since I don't, it's gonna be a while since I can get the last let's research that one. It's gonna be a while till I can use the cables, so I might as well get rid of some of them. Alien spheres, start the research. Lose the Mercer sphere, unfortunately. Yeah.
Mercer sphere analysis completed. Established local planetary signature of massage 2, AB, in the local Mercer sphere signals, allowing them to be tracked by the object scanner. Mercer spheres can also transmit data between specific...
Witness our scripture. Witness our windows. Have you come to defile our shrine? Sing us on.
Arguing the existence of intelligent alien life. While Fixit has figured out the method, all of the original data is still untranslatable.
Time to go. I built a lot of screws. I was considering changing the way to get between the floors to be ladders, but I kind of like the idea of having a stairway, at least until we get a elevator. I don't know why. It's a bit silly. No, assembler needed 8, which is done over box here. Whoop. Just think how nice this will be once I get actual dimensional storage for all the things I'm gonna need. So I gotta build everything that I need right now. I'm just gonna set up, because there will be a lot of changes needed to be made to the setup in order to get it to fit together, unfortunately. This would be the same, like, even though won't. Because you are going to need, yeah, steel rod. You here. Yes, and because we're gonna need like what, 2 walls, so that's enough to get us above this. It's not really. If we want to make it pretty, it's gonna add. pretty, just sort of pretty. How about this? That would work, right? That's gonna be a little bit off grid just because of that. Though these will work just fine the way that they are, but I will need to now get on top of this. This is where we actually start to get an overview of how to build things. So this one up here. So what I want, yeah, I want you to match the one below. No. Don't know if these are above each other, are they even that? They seem so. So this is 120, which also means that we would like for the final one here to be a conveyor belt Mach 2. We're not done with this yet. Witness the terrible thing. That is how I supply screws to this. And you would be in your right mind to ask me, why don't you just move the screws? And the answer is, simply put, that it is inefficient. And I would have to have very long lines of Mach 2 belts to get this to work, and lots of them. So instead, we have something that is ugly but works. And once we get beautiful power to this, we'll be using the walls to get this power around. We can't right now. I'm just gonna go like this. Can you be here and just look sort of nice? You can. Alright. And this is the thing that once you get blueprints, will be really nice to blueprints. You don't have to keep working with that. Come on. Another splitter. This is of course for if I want to get more materials running this way, having these stoppers, what you call them, is really nice. As a scaffold. Just lost my own thoughts for a second. And you might be wondering, is this not going to put like a massive strain on your iron rod production? And the answer is yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is indeed. But now we have rotors. And even expandable, even though it doesn't look like it. We can expand this if we like. Just gonna have to put, yeah. Because I'm not sure we can go all the way to that one, right? Yeah, no. None of this production is fast yet. We're not planning to make this the fastest ever, but it will be working. Alright, let's just go and hopefully there will still be some iron plates down here. No. Great. We're getting one full belt of this in here. And you're producing the screws. You're producing the iron rods and you're producing iron plates. By that metric, How's the power? Power is good actually. Alright. Might not have enough iron to build the iron plate production. Or maybe? No. Not at all. This will double our iron plate production. It is now also what is going to limit us going forward. More than concrete, hopefully now. No. I know, I probably shouldn't. Is there anything nice we can buy? Anything that I know that I would like to have? Looking for things that actually makes this, hey, stairs, better, but or is necessary. No, no. Personal elevator is not available anyway. Let's just buy these.
As Fixit amply demonstrates, you can never have too much management.
So we are now building more iron plates. I wanted to increase the concrete, so let's do that while we're down here. This is already an upgrade. You see, these each needs 45 per minute, which is enough for the 60 that goes here. Here, but that means those should be. Why are you not? Oh, because we don't have two full belts. I have a little more than one. And since we're now starting to use the iron plates, which we weren't before, of course those are now going to be our bottleneck. This is currently consuming an entire lane of these, however, they're not being fed an entire lane. However, we can change that. By adding one more down here. Spending money to get money, or however you're gonna say this. Yeah. They are making one. Am I overthinking this? No, power is fine. Yeah, power is fine. Alright. Well, given how these fit in, I should be able to do it like this. And now I'm going to disable sending the iron plates forward in the machinery until I have enough to double the production. Which means I'm just going to go over here. Just steal this, but also this should now start to fill up. This will keep running, but it's not a lot. Ooh, but these do not require the iron plates. But everything else does. Yeah. You never, not even. You require as well. You are at this line here. This is all good, but we need more of the plates. What we have here. Yep. Since it's gonna be a while, let's see if I can't go discover a bit more. I know there are some hard drives somewhere around, and getting just a few of those would be really nice. And since we're waiting for resources to stack up anyway, might as well go have a look. Or we could go and see if we could find the SAM. Even though getting the SAM will also require resources. It's just a never-ending grind. I'm going to be careful not to fill up my inventory too much, but it's a good idea to keep bringing back fuel as you go around. Since we currently are the fuel harvester. And until that is automated, it would be an extremely bad situation if we ran out of fuel. Even though I do know how I would kickstart it again. It wouldn't be that bad. Alright, that should be enough. Let's go pick up the dismantled crate so I don't have to look at it at the heart. And then either I'll go and gather 10 SAM, hopefully not die on the way there, and see if I can't find one of the early game hard drives out here as well. Come on. Oh, damn. It's a hill. Where did it go? Oh. Oh, it's over there. Can we jump? Ooh. I'd rather not die right now. Alright. Don't even have iron plates for exploration. That's not good. Killing more of those later will be really nice, but I'm just gonna check the map here. I think it's on this island out here that I found it in times past. We don't have it on the scanner yet. I don't remember when you get the ability to scan for hard drives actually. I do remember them being out here somewhere. This is where the coal is. Which is most definitely also going to be where we get the coal for our first power. That's another summer school, right? Oh, there it is. But I can't build something over there. That's also a spitter. Can I build anything? I believe there is a fix it that changes it so you can build foundation using concrete only, which you don't have. All right, let's go back again. Exploration without iron is a bit of a problem. Hey, there's a bit of sulfur. We can take that. And doom, dip. Oh, come on. Delicious animal. There we go.
Unknown chemical element collected. This non-metallic and multivalent element seems to be present only in a solid state, and exhibits a most pungent smell. It is fortunate fix-it helmets are of such high quality. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
Yay! Let's go and get some sulfur research. Momentum lost. Shortcuts to everything. Sulfur. Start research.
This unknown chemical element was in reality an unusual mixture of solid sulfide and sulfate materials from which sulfur can be extracted. Sulfur's primary use lies in fertilizers, which we have no use for. Instead, this element enables access to more volatile obstacle clearing and pioneer defending tools.
Yep. Get rid of the limestone. Throw in the leaves. Throw in those. Let's see if we can't make expanded iron production the last thing I do here. Because at least everything is being built. It's just not being built very efficiently yet. We get up the iron production. At least a good way there. Because then we can next time focus on getting the next level of production up and running, which in turn should give us the next level of essentially the smart ones, which just give us access to coal, getting us all the power we need. All right, so this is the secondary iron line that I'm moving over here. Like so. Right? There we go. Iron incoming. And for this here, that'll be that one. And here we go. One, two. And you should fit. nicely in here. Right? Let me get up. Looking forward to all the navigational bonuses we get. You not? Oh yeah, you are producing iron now, right? Yes, it is coming along nicely. It should, at some point, I know it'll take a little while for it to level out, but it should be producing. Why are you not? Because you're not getting fed. It's a good idea just to check that everything actually is running. This will mean twice the amount of ingots, and we can already put one of them to use at the level above. As you can see here, don't have to worry about it being we don't have to worry about it colliding with anything. Come on. Oh, you're not aligned. There we go. Because they are built so that they will never overlap with anything from below. And what would be the optimal, the perfect way of doing this is of course to have some sort of balance between these two, so they could help each other out. But I'm not gonna do that right now. Just going to these are splitters. Yeah. I feel like this should then give us another 4 belt of iron. It already does as well, yeah. There's two ways we can do this. We can add a merger down here to merge these two belts together, or I can just go and say that it has its own dedicated belt. Which is what I'm going to do now. Because there'll be one that's dedicated for the screws, but let's not talk about those. One for the iron rods, which we're going to use more of as well, and one for these. Since the iron rods are all being used by the engine, let's just do this actually. Why? Because I want to have the space elevator built now. Even though we can't use this for anything, I would like to build the space elevator before I end today's stream or today's recording. What happened here? What the? Where's the... No. Oh, saw that. What did I dismantle by mistake? Oh wait, the power line. Is that it? There's no power to the copper mine? I thought it was... Well, that's gonna set me back a little bit. God damn it. Oh well. I was like, why is there no copper? And of course it had been bagged up so long that you wouldn't notice it. But here we go. Luckily, I do believe there should be enough copper for me to build the space elevator. Because we're not shipping the wires out. Oh, one more floor. Not shipping anything out actually. No. Oh yeah, those three for this, and let's take these. Well, what are you doing? Well, clearly we'll need more iron rods as well. Let me get through all this. So. Scale up for double production in an instant. In an instant. There we go. It needs 15 and produces 15 a minute. Well, that's great. Need 58. Oh no, 42. So, I believe I checked that this one actually fits here, right? Is that not my... No, 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 no! Oh, that's close. So we are going to need a little bit more of that. But then you fit right. Do you fit? Yeah, okay. Finally, we got enough concrete, and now we're missing iron products. But that makes sense because currently we're going to be building a lot of iron products, and that is the thing that actually will scale up and be our resourcing for the next long period of time. Especially if we only have the iron rods to make screws from, which is currently all we have. Here we go. Let's just check that I placed it where I wanted it to be. The space elevator itself. And there we go. Latched on and ready to build. Now, we just need smart plating.
Project assembly initialized. Congratulations, Pioneer. The space elevator will now automatically connect with the Project Assembly orbital platform. Project assembly is divided into phases, each of which require the delivery of project parts, such as smart plating, via the space elevator. Subsequent phases unlock access to new tiers with more advanced technologies to construct, automate, explore, and exploit. It is time to be honest. This project is part of the Save the Day program, the largest united undertaking in human history, destined to save us all. Earth is in peril and only Fix-It pioneers offer hope for survival. Fix-It is counting on you. Humanity is counting on you. Do not let Fix-It down.
And this is where we'll put our smart plates, if I had any. Now we don't have any iron rods, we don't have a lot of iron plates, but we have a space elevator. Very important. And I think that'll be it. Next step is actually getting the smart plating under construction. If we make the next floor, we set up everything we need to make in order to get smart plating. We can go exploring, find the coal mine, but also the hard drives I've been talking so much about, and actually get to continue with this project assembly. Did I not build any engines? What was I missing for that? Oh, I missed the iron plates to build this, right? You are not making screws because you're probably not hooked in because I had to save, yeah. So this will be the last thing I do before we shut it off for this part here. You are making it, so there should be coming screws out of you. Yep, a lot of them as well. Now we're getting the screws, we're getting everything we need to get those. They are attached, they should be in production. Alright, not as smooth an ending as one could have liked. What we have now. There's no other parts on this level, probably not. No, a copy sheet we'll be able to make soon as well. We can make copy sheet, just don't have anything for it yet. Oh. Oh. Pull this one up here. Good job. Now, along with our beautiful reinforced iron, we will now get rotors. Let's just check that one rotor is actually coming. Can you see it? The sound of progress. Single rotor on the way. How much you take 30. Oh yeah, this one had to be upgraded to Mark II. Oh, it's off. That's why it looks weird. I'll fix that next time. It's gonna be a while before we can increase the amount of rotors we're making anyway. So this is it. Our big beautiful base is expanding. We're getting a lot more resources out of this. Our power is holding steady. Maximum consumption is getting pretty close to what we can do. And I just realized that if these make 13, we are getting 60 in. We need to make 2 more of these. Since we're also using these for screws, it's important that we do not underproduce iron rods. Did I just check the fact out? Here we go. 1. 2 more assemblers of iron rods, which means we should consume 2 entire belts of iron ingots and output a lot of things over here. Yes. I'll leave you with this. Next time, hopefully definitely smart plating, and then maybe starting up some coal power, maybe getting something else. I don't know quite yet how this is gonna go. I would like to try and get the SAM so we can start working with getting dimensional storage for ourselves. But let's see how it goes. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this little factory excursion, and I hope to see you again next time. Have a good one.